Hi, good morning. I'm Matt Call, one of the operations section chiefs here on the Monroe Canyon Fire. It's the 24th of July. We're on the Fish Lake National Forest. First off, I'd like to ask you guys today, be careful with your fireworks. We have enough work to do. We don't need any more. So we live in a desert. Just use caution. Make sure you're looking at your local maps and lighting fireworks where it's appropriate. We're going to show you some maps, kind of show you what we're doing today. I'm going to use my middle-aged man facial accessory here so I can see the map. Here's our tactical map. I'm going to switch to our IR, but I just want to show you this one first so you kind of remember what the shape is and kind of what we're looking at. And then we'll show you where the heat is on our cool IR map. This one today looks a little different than the ones we've shown you. There's a big kind of blob in the middle that's gray. That's just some cloud cover, some obscurity. Just kind of lets us know there might be some anomalies or some errors in that. As a reminder, kind of the orange is the heat where we've seen more active heat over the last couple of days, primarily yesterday. We're going to zoom in here to the Monroe Meadows. We talked a little bit about the burn that we did yesterday. We've talked about it in community meetings. We've shown you some footage of it. Well, this orange is kind of where we did that burn and where we kind of were eliminating those the island of fuels to kind of secure that line. We're real happy with how that went, and we have a bunch of resources, engines, hose, crews, kind of securing this off. But this orange and yellow shows you where that active fire was over the last couple of days, and we're real happy with the way that turned out. This morning, the night resources said the night went well. We're going to continue that work in Monroe Meadows. If we go to the east here on this map, have the same thing, some more orange and yellow as you see here in the center of the screen, and that is along the road there. So what that does for us is that secures the edge of the fire, as you can see here along that road. That means that fire is going to keep within that, probably keep within that road. It's going to be a lot easier for us to hold it in that road. So we're winning. I guess is the easy way to say it right there. I'm going to kind of shift us along this edge, and you see we've got this road kind of containing this line, and this is all where we want the fire. This is all where we put the actual fire down. Right now, we're still looking north. This is in Monroe Creek, and this is where we put those incendiary balls. We have a drone that drops these little balls, and they land on the ground, they start a little fire, and it's very precision, and we can do that exactly how and where we want, and then we can monitor that with an IR camera. So we're basically eliminating the fuels on our terms so we can have a little bit of a leash on Mother Nature, as much as she'll let us. Let's put it that way. We're feeling really good about that, and what that's going to do is that's going to keep our fire, hopefully, from moving north and to the east toward Magleby. That's still going successful. We don't have any spots across our line so far, and we're going to continue keeping the aircraft up to hold that edge. We've got a handful of Type 1, like big Black Hawk helicopters. We have some scoopers that they scoop water out of the lakes and they drop water. We've got all that aircraft at our disposal, and we're throwing that out there as needed. I'm going to move this around because this is kind of cool to see. You can kind of see some of this terrain and how steep this looks in some places, and where it can be difficult to put crews in and actually have them hiking some of this terrain. Some of this you can't put a dozer on, you can't put crews in, and so we sort of have to monitor it. Luckily in this area, Monroe Creek, it's not moving too much and it's pretty sparse fuel. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what's going on above Monroe, the town of Monroe. You're probably going to be looking at it, going to be a little bit more smoke today. Likely we saw some yesterday, and I'll show you where that's at. That's this orange blob in the middle. That kind of burned out what we call a pocket of fuel, and we're kind of happy with that because that eliminated a risk factor that we had. And I'm going to show you kind of what you were looking at from town and how it looks. And we were throwing some aircraft at it, and we're going to put more aircraft in that area today. I think this morning they're going to get the scoopers up as soon as possible. We do have crews coming from Hunts Lake, which on the map will be from the left, kind of working those yellow edges, and you're going to see even more black on the map today, and then again tomorrow. We're being pretty successful with putting in some direct line right against the fire, and then indirect line, which is back away from the fire with some dozers and some equipment. So all those orange and yellow edges, we're addressing those, kind of prioritizing them where we need to. One last one in this bottom left corner, we've got crews working on that one as well, and they're going to work their way in from Monroe reservoir today. So we're just taking bites where we can grab a solid anchor from the road, and you're just going to slowly see pieces of black around the map continue to grow, and we're going to see that containment number continue to go up. So tomorrow we'll give you a better update on how things went today. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later.